There's a troll there. We're gonna let him... We're gonna kite these guys away. And just shoot them. By the time that we kill these two... I'm gonna pop this. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Valheim video. In today's episode, we are going to be exploring, and we're going to find the Elder. In the last episode, I asked you guys if you would mind if I used the seed generator website in order to figure out where the Elder is, since we haven't had luck on our island, on the second island or the third island here. And honestly, after thinking about it for a day while I've been trying to upload that video, I've uploaded it 3 times now, and every single time my internet is cut out. Unfortunately, we got some really bad cold weather, just like most of the country, most of the United States this Christmas. And so, me being over it, I figured, let's have some fun. I'll record some more gameplay, and then we'll call it good. As you can hear from the audio, the microphone quality should be substantially better, both in how my voice sounds as well as how much clearer my voice comes through over the audio of the game. And that's due to some very amazing Christmas presents I got, where I got a new microphone and a preamp so that I can essentially just now speak at a normal voice. I can hear myself talking. It's wonderful. I can't even explain to you guys how much better this setup is than my previous setup, where I had a Blue Yeti X, and it was not terrible, but it sure as hell wasn't as high quality as the stuff that I'm using now. Last episode we did get a bunch of base stuff done, which is awesome. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this honey, and then we're gonna get on the boat, and we're just gonna travel south and go we're gonna go south and go explore the ocean a little bit. I may do some more time lapse like I did in the last video. I tend to enjoy doing the time lapse. Doing the time lapse instead of just doing harsh cuts in between content. So we'll prepare this. We do have 25 wood. We have more than 25 wood. We have quite a bit of wood on us. We're fine with this. So the video today is just going to be exploring and finding the Elder, and then we're going to prepare for the Elder. I'm going to set up a portal by the Elder, and then we are going to fight the Elder. I may kill a couple of trolls here and there just as we walk around and explore. Want to try and upgrade our troll armor before we get into the swamp. That way we don't have to build some bronze armor. I'm going to go ahead and get started here, and I think now is a good time to start the time lapse. Alright, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that time lapse there. I am just getting our workbench down, and one of the things I forgot to do was get a rested buff. So with the boat here being safe and well within crafting range, I'm gonna go ahead and go back and catch the crafting bonus, and then you will catch another time lapse that is probably much shorter, exploring this island. We're gonna go ahead and catch some sleep, it looks like. And this is why that portal is just so important. Alright, let's go ahead and head back to that island. For reference, we're on an island east of the small island we just checked. Alright, let's cue up the music and pop this and let's go. Alright. So, after exploring this island, I finally found a Vegvizir stone. Right here. We also found a Draugr village, which is excellent. Later on, this will become a site of importance to us. This island also has a really cool land feature here. So there's this deep river that runs in between. It's almost like these are two separate islands. And because this river runs directly into the swamp, this is actually an ideal location for us to be able to get a car in and out quickly. I also, in my exploration, found a crypt. So if for whatever reason we can't find wherever the elder is, man, he's far away. If for whatever reason we can't find a swamp with a crypt in it near the elder, or this is the closest one, then what we'll do is we'll come over here. I'll park the boat in the meadows over here somewhere close, and we'll run over to the crypt. There are several things in the swamp that we should be very scared of right now, and that's simply just because we don't have any poison resistance, and as such, the swamp is a very dangerous area for us. If we get hit once by anything in there that poisons us, we're gonna most likely die. So I don't think going to the swamp right now is a good idea. Even so, there's just nothing there that we could really use in order to progress. So I chose to go home and sleep for the night so that we can sail over to the elder. There should be another island here. We're exploring quite a bit here very early on, which is way faster than we explored on my last playthrough, or than I explored on my last playthrough. And honestly, it's kind of nice getting out and exploring this early, but I attribute that more due to the fact that I'm more experienced as a player, and I kind of know what I'm doing for the most part. There are a few things that I'm a little clueless on and probably do inefficiently, but that's the whole point of this series. Is we're hanging back, we're relaxing, we're having a good time, and ultimately we're gonna... Oh, the wind died. It's unlucky for us. We need to keep going north a little bit, I think. I find that it's better when you're sailing to, if you know where you're trying to go north of it and then sail south into the island of it. But this little narrow strait here is not a terrible thing to sail through right now with no wind on our back, but it is what it is. But yeah, so that island is actually very plentiful with resources. Swamp with a crypt, and there's even a swamp up here. And I marked it as a cool island. We got a jogger village. This is where we're going to go farm entrails later on to make sausages, the better food, once we're geared enough to be able to take on a couple of jogger at a time. Right now, that's kind of just out of the question. I think if a jogger hit us, it would probably stagger us and kill us. Got a storm coming. That's not good. And we're scraping our boat. Now, since we're exploring in the ocean so much, one thing I want to tell you guys about is this interesting creature called... There's a big island in front of us, and this storm is not going to be good for us, traveling through this strait right here. There is a creature in the sea that is extremely dangerous to deal with. It's called the sea serpent. And it's a dragon-looking thing that you'll see in the ocean, typically at night, but only in the ocean biome, which we are about to go into. I'm going to sail east here with the wind at my back here. And I thought that was one right there. They're red with a little bit of blue and green. Almost the color of that fish, but obviously longer. I haven't seen one yet. And we've been sailing through the open ocean for a little bit. Oh, this is a little rough. We're going to land right here. There's no way... Oh, I can see the shop on the map. That's actually... We're going to be stopping here for sure. I'm gonna sail north from here, actually. I'm gonna see if he's not on the coast. It looks like he may be. But since you're in a carve, these waves, when they're so big, they actually turn your boat. And it's a pain in the butt to navigate close to the shore. But we're just gonna have to do it. Wind isn't at our back. We can't sail quickly through this storm. And we're just gonna have to deal with it. But the sea serpent is something that is very difficult to deal with early on, and then once you have a longboat, they are nothing to worry about. That boat is so tanky that you'll kill it before you even have to worry about whether or not it's gonna kill you. Which is quite nice to have a boat that big. This actually could be one big island. It may be in our best interest to just sail around the island, but I am going to set up a portal right by the shop here. And it does not look like he's going to be directly on the coast. 'Cause he's in that direction. And it looks like we're going to go inland, and that's swamp. So I'm going to park the boat here and hope that there's no leeches, which it doesn't look like it. This is a little painful. And we're going to run over to the shop real quick and see what he's got to offer. Of course, what we need to do is place down a workbench here where the boat is and mark this on the map. Oh my god, there's a troll. Okay, that's a troll we're gonna fight. Let's take care of him real quick. I'm almost curious if we can actually fight this guy. He staggers us when he hits us. Okay, so we still can do that, unfortunately. Oh, he's fighting something else. I don't know what it was. Oh, I think he might have destroyed the workbench. Let's pull him away. A few more arrows, I think he'll be dead. We'll have to replace that workbench before we head in. There's a burial chamber here too. I think one more big arrow hit. Yep. Okay, there's a burial chamber here. We should mark this. And of course I'm full. That's that we don't necessarily need. Alright, let's run back over here to where our boat's at. Oh, he didn't destroy our workbench. Okay, that's good. We'll repair really quickly. And let's run over to the shop. Now we have to be careful, there's a swamp right there. I don't think there's anything where you really need to worry about in the Black Forest. There's copper here I'm going to mark. I don't think there's anything deep in the Black Forest we're going to need to worry about, but the swamp we definitely have to worry about. Like I said, anything that poisons us is going to be a problem for us at this point, simply just because we don't have the poison resistance potion. There's some more copper. Now, you might be asking, Noah, why are you marking all of these copper deposits all over the map here? Well, Why, hello there. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. Oh, they increased the price of megging your the burger circlet. This is cool. It's useful for clearing burial chambers and crypts that are stuff that's low light. We're probably not going to use it ever, so I'm not going to be super concerned about it. Let's see. So if we're lucky, what we can do is we can place this here and this. And we can place this. We can type in this. That'll allow us to. That it will allow us to teleport back. Now, there's two things that are going on. The first is it's raining out and we can sleep. The second is we have all of this gold and gold items. I'm just quickly clearing out inventory space so that we'll keep the fun of that with us. So that we also found 3 honeybees. I'm clearing out inventory space so that I can pick up all of our gold items. What I'm going to do is teleport back here. We're going to sell everything for gold. We're going to buy Megging Yord. That's number 1. And then we're going to buy some fishing bait and a fishing rod. This will give us consistent. Okay, so we're going to buy Megging Yord first. Then we're going to buy the fishing rod. We're going to buy 2 of those. And we'll have 400 gold left over. So this is 100 bait, which allows us to catch fish. And this increases our carry weight by 150. This is huge to have this early in the game here. So we have a little bit of wood here. So what I'm going to do is just place this down to protect our portal here, because I don't really want to have to travel all the way over here to replace it. Oh, we're out of wood. Interesting. Okay. Well, don't want to cut down a pine tree for this. What we want to cut down is a fir. We're just going to cut this down real quick. You don't feel rested anymore. Well, that's not the end of the world. Alright, so we've cut this down. That should be enough. A palisade wall is all we'll have to ever worry about here, or stake wall. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna break this, and then we're gonna replace it, but we're gonna replace it back here against the wall. Little Grey Dwarf patrol coming at us here. Okay. Now we're going to come back to the stake wall. And what we can do, we go to building. Oh, that's so expensive. I am only going to place 1, not 2, because I don't ever anticipate us needing a cart or anything of that nature here. Let's see here. We got... Okay, I got enough to finish this off. So now we have a nice little portal built up. where we don't have to worry about it getting destroyed. If you leave it out in the open, when you teleport to it, like while we're sitting here selling stuff at the shop or coming back to the shop. Yeah, so if I walk out, he sits down. That's cool. That's a nice detail that I didn't notice before. Alright, so the Elder is up here. Whether or not this is intentional, or if it's on the same island, I have no clue. But what we're going to do is we're going to go back, rest, and then I'm going to explore, walk up to the Elder. I'm actually going to check and see if we have any extra circling cores. Because if we do, which it doesn't look like it, unfortunately, we're going to need 3 kilns soon. And I don't want to, we're going to have to build 2 more portals. So we'll need 40 fine wood. If it's on the same island, we can just, if the Elder's on the same island, we can just use that one portal and run to it, and it won't be that big of a deal. However, I am willing to bet that that is just not the case. One of the things we could do is actually just prepare for the Elder right now and not even worry about it at all. That way we can just go fight him. I think that may be what we want to do. The Elder is going to be mostly a bow fight and not really anything else, which is fine. I feel cold. Let's see. We can repair everything real quick. Okay, so we also brought our cultivator along with us. The dandelions we're gonna take with us. The extra resin. We have a stone box. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward here. I'm going to gather some fine wood because we're gonna need it to build a couple more portals, and so I'm gonna go walk over to a couple birch trees, cut them down, and then prepare. There will probably be a time lapse here, but as we are getting ready for the Elder, we should be pretty squared away and ready to go as far as armor and everything goes. But one of the things I think I want to make here is a fine wood bow. It takes 10 core wood, 2 deer hide, and 10 fine wood. I think we have enough core wood. Oh, we're short 1. Well, at the portal we have a pine wood tree that we just cut down. I'm gonna go ahead and throw our cultivating tools. We have all these carrots. Look at that. We got 5 boars. I'm gonna grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna toss these in here, and that way they can all make nice and have plenty of babies. So I'm gonna go ahead and fast forward through a little bit of resource gathering and other just miscellaneous tasks that I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna replant the field here with seed carrots, and ultimately just get ready for the Elder. I'll see you soon. Okay, so I just crafted the bow, as you can see, it's right here, which is not too big of a deal. It's significantly better than the crude bow, which I'll show you here. 22 to 32, quite a big increase in damage. However, the next thing that we're going to craft here is going to be fire arrows. Now, the reason we're going to use this is the Elder is a big walking tree ant, if you're a Lord of the Rings fan. And so he has a weakness to fire. So we're going to use a little bit of our feathers. It's 2 per. If we did 10 stacks, that would be 200 arrows. Or 10 crafts, that would be 80 of the resin, which is excellent because it'll get rid of a stack and a half of resin, which we desperately need to do. So I don't need more than 80 resin. So these 3 can go away, and I don't need more than 20 arrows, and I don't need more than 80 wood. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stuff this away, the wood here, 31 wood. Come over here to our random miscellaneous box, and I'm gonna stuff our resin in there and put our extra feathers in here and keep it relatively organized. This will allow us to craft 200 arrows, or should be, so I'm going to craft this 10 times, which should be enough to finish off the Elder. If we need more, we can make more, but I don't think we're even going to use the full 200. And this is the last craft. Okay, excellent. So these are excellent. They do a ton of damage. As you can see, they do 11 pierce damage and 22 damage over time as fire. Now, Flint Head does 27, so this does 33. So this does 6 more. These do 6 more damage than the Flint Head arrow, which in general is awesome. It's just damage over time. You don't get the immediate damage. Now, I don't know how in relation it works to your bow's damage, because our bow's maximum damage is 32. However, go ahead and do this. Now, I'm going to go ahead and finish prepping for the Elder. I just wanted to show you guys that we had crafted the bow and the arrows that we're going to need. I'm going to go ahead and sleep, and then I'll finish I'll finish getting ready for the Elder, and then we'll teleport back over to the shop, change the name. We'll drop down, and I'll drop down another portal, and then we'll drop our fire one out. We are out of wood for fire. That's not the end of the world. Grab 5. Just stick those in here. Let's see. Well, that should keep it running for a very long time for us. Now, I'm going to go ahead and unfortunately knock one of these down, which I hate to do, but it's going to be necessary for us. We're going to need 20 of these, and then we have to grab 40 fine wood. And then I can throw this 20 stone in the box. And now if I come here, we can go to miscellaneous. And right here, I'm going to title this shop. And this, I'm going to leave alone, because we're going to go through the portal, change that portal name to shop, and then we'll have an extra portal slot here. Now we will have 1 extra Surtling core, which is fine. I'm going to throw it in this box at the end here, which is fine. As we go into the swamp, we'll actually have so many Surtling cores that we won't know what to do with them. But it does kind of suck for now to have them have us need to break one in order to craft another portal. But having a second portal one directly connected to the shop is very helpful, as we will want to be teleporting back every time we kill a boss, because the shop updates every time you kill another boss. So with that being said, now I'm just going to do some food prep and a few other things for us to get ready. So you'll catch another time lapse here. This video is going to be full of time lapses, unfortunate as it is, but it's kind of necessary for us. What we need to do right now is really focus on getting the Elder down, as it's just going to be the most beneficial for us long term if we focus on that and get that done. So, alright, let's cue up the music and get it going. Okay, so I just spent a day fishing, cooking the fish, etc., getting ready. I caught enough to give us 34 raw fish. It was a mixture of perch and pike, 1 and 2 star. There was a few fish I couldn't catch because I didn't have any mossy fishing bait. This is used with troll trophies and perch, which is nice because I didn't know how useful this would be, and I still don't because I didn't catch anything that uses this bait. But in the past, aside from hanging up trophies, you really had no use for them. So it's nice to see that, you know, for all the trolls that you kill during the troll raids, you can make mossy fishing bait, etc., and work your way up and fish better and better and better. So that's cool. One of the things I want to start looking at doing is making some poison resistance. For some reason, it just stopped. Okay. For some reason, I want to look at using poison. Start making some poison resistance. We're gonna need to craft a fermenter though. So if I go to crafting, this requires 30 fine wood, 5 bronze, 10 resin, and a forge. So if I go look at our fine wood stores, we're 7 fine wood short. And 5 bronze, which we only have 1, so we can make 4 more bronze if we needed to, no problem. I don't really want to go cut down some more trees right now. So what I'm going to do instead, and I picked up a ton of core wood during that first farming session we did where we got like 100 fine wood, and I picked up 80 core wood. Well, 90 I guess, because 10 for the fine wood bow. And the reason for that is what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is just build the boar breeder. I think I've decided that we're gonna want this just with how much food we're probably gonna go through. We're gonna use sausages for a very long time in this game, and now that we've found a Draugr village over here, we can very easily farm sausages and make it very easy for us to go ahead and make sausages, because they use boar meat, Draugr entrails, and thistle in order to craft. And it requires a crafting station level 2, which in order for us to make, once we get iron, I believe we can make a level 2 cauldron. But for right now, what I think we're going to want to do is just take the portal. I did go ahead and set the portal, which I'm sure you saw in the time lapse. Take the portal over to our boat, and I think we're going to go over and try and find the Elder. If I look at my inventory as we step over here, this will also hopefully prevent us from triggering a raid, although with this I think we still can if we're within 20 meters. We'll hop in the shop here. So we have our portal set up. I erased the Sackstone's writing portal so that we can just have an emergency portal that has no name, and if we ever want to make another portal, we'll just build it along that road going down to the port area. That being said, this area over here is so cool for so cool for a base, and I think I've talked about this a little bit, and I think this may be where we end up building. So it looks like there's some black forest here. Now on the map that's true, and there is some black forest. However, it's almost entirely up into the mountain, and there's like a structure right here, and I think building right here where we can build this nice like curved bridge that we can maybe probably won't be able to fit the boat through, but we can build like a bridge over here and maybe build a village down here and a castle up top. I think this may be like a permanent base area, like next after we kind of accomplish everything we need to do here. We'll probably end up, once we get the swamp key and then fight the swamp boss, which is called Bone Mass. Once we fight him and we get the Wishbone, we'll probably search this entire mountain, try and get a couple of wolves tamed and get them down here. Wolves are very easy to get on a boat, and then once they're on a boat, you can transport them. Boar, not so much. What we're going to want to do is find what's called a Leviathan or a Kraken, and they're these floating turtles in the ocean that have these like barnacles on their back, and you can mine the barnacles and build what's called an abyssal harpoon. And what this does is it does a little bit of damage, but it allows you to drag something with you as long as you have stamina. And as long as you nor the thing that you're moving, it doesn't drain any stamina, but you can drag until it breaks, and that's how you would get the boar onto your boat, because once they're on your boat, they don't fall off, they won't walk off the edge. So then you can I can transport them over here. So what I think we're going to want to do here is sail up here, place down our portal, but then sail our boat all the way back. Whenever we sail our boat back, we're going to want to sail it through the ocean to try and find one of these. And I think that's the only tool we don't have that I'm going to wish we had in case we run into one. And what I'll do on my map if we do run into one is we'll just mark it as seen. So let's go ahead and run down to the boat here, bypassing all the copper and everything. There may be a troll spawned again because it's been a few days. They take, if I remember correctly, they take 2 days to respawn. So there is a chance that the troll shows back up here. I don't hear it, so... Oh, we have not rested. Well, it doesn't matter all too much. We'll break this. Actually, we will replace that so that we can repair this. We don't need to. Okay. So now, we're going to go ahead and pull out here. That's what she said. And as we're pulling out, so we need to go north and around. Fortunately, it looks like the boat is on our side, or the wind is on our side here, which is good. So I'm going to want to steer this a little bit clear of that swamp, just because there's a creature called the leech in the swamp, and they will attack your boat if they can't attack you, and this boat is not very fast compared to them. I think it's just slightly faster. So we're going to stay close to the shore, mainly because we don't want to run into a sea serpent right now, although if we do, it's not going to be the end of the world. We just have no reason to kill one right now. We can't drag it onto land because we don't have an abyssal harpoon, and so therefore we can't get the razor fins or whatever to create serpent scales to create this really cool looking awesome shield. That is a very small swamp. It does not look like it goes very deep or has a crypt, but that may be a good place to build like a leech farm for blood bags. There's some leeches right there, it looks like. Now let's see. I think that the Elder is going to be on the other side of this island, actually. Oh boy. This is not good. This is not good. Oh boy. So we have a 1-star. I'm gonna let them push us in, and then we're gonna let the boat drag us away. And hopefully the boat doesn't break. If it does, I'm gonna be very sad. Yeah, we're only half off. We're okay. Oh boy. That was very sketchy there. I think we might survive one hit from the... See, they walk underwater too. That leech is still following us. That's a 1-star drogger. Incredible. Well, they're going to follow us for a while, as we don't move very fast right now. And it looks like the Elder is going to be either on this island or on an island adjacent. There's a lot of black forest here. I don't think there's a mountain on this. And that's a very small swamp. It doesn't go very deep. I think it's just this little outcropping here. Yeah, that comes down close to the shop. Ooh, that's a troll cave. Nice. So, what I'm gonna do here, because this is gonna take us so long to do with no wind at our back, I think I'm gonna time lapse this, and it looks like we're coming up on another swamp. So, what I'm gonna do before we get to the swamp is repair, and then once I repair, the music will be cued and the time lapse will start. Oh, okay. Welcome back. So, this is a Kraken. He's very close to shore. And I do have a pickaxe on me. However, I have no space. So, we're going to go ahead and do this. I'm going to pull up right beside him. And I'm going to swim onto him. Alright, so now it's not too hard. We can mine these. So now you are going to see, we can make a knife. That's cool. If we can get enough, we will. But okay. He's gonna start sinking here in a second. Alright, and that's our cue. We need to skedaddle. There we go. So you can watch him. So when he decides he's going to sink, which is after a random number of barnacles, sometimes you'll be able to clear the whole damn thing. He'll sink into the ground like that. They look like little floating islands, but they are not islands. And there's an island over here. I'm going to mark that just for future exploration purposes. But I think we are coming close to where the Elder is. We got 9 chitin. I don't think that's enough for an abyssal harpoon. Nor do I think that that's enough for the abyssal razor. Both of which are pretty useful. And we're going to want to make at least the abyssal harpoon. Now, the abyssal razor is a pretty good knife, and it'll actually be, if you make it, if you choose to make it, and you want to run knives, which are 100% a viable There's no shot that we just got a trollfish jumped into our fucking boat like that. How cool is that? How fucking cool is that? That's so cool. So as the wind died down here, and I'm finishing up sailing around the coast here to see if this is the same island as the shop here, I am very sad that the wind died down for us, but it's also because we literally sailed around the whole northern tip of the island. I'm gonna get pretty much parallel with the Elder, and if it's possible, then we will place a portal as close to it as possible. You don't really want to place it in the boss zone. The boss will most likely destroy anything that you build when you summon him. However, there is a cool, unique, well, I say unique, but a lot of people have done it, but there's a cool way that you can build like a base underneath the Elder if you wanted to. You have to dig out underneath it. You can build like this cool little entrance, and it's actually quite awesome. And I would say that we would do that if it wouldn't take just a ton of time and pickaxes. So what I will say instead is that it is a possibility, and it's something we may explore in the future. However, it's not something we're looking to explore at this time. But one of these things here that you have to watch out for when you're sailing around islands is you'll have these little strips of swamp. Now, sometimes they're above water, sometimes they're not. That one was not, and you saw that in the time lapse there, the exploration time lapse, where it'll just be the ancient trees sitting in the non-farmable ancient trees that have the goop on them, and you just got to sail around them. Sometimes they're close enough to the water level that they spawn Draugr and leeches. If that happens, you saw, oh, we are in plains. Okay, so this is plains biome, and there's a mountain. Ooh. So we got to be careful here. So this we don't want to sail too close to in case there's any. There's a creature called a death squeedo. He is way faster than our boat, especially without the wind at our side. So we are going to sail adjacent to the coast, but far enough away where hopefully we won't aggro a death squeedo. And I am gonna mark this here as a tower, a furling tower, because this has an item that we're gonna need for the 5th boss, and there it is. There's the death squeedo. That thing will hit you for 50 damage. And we will get staggered if it hits us, and it can also damage the boat pretty heavily. So we want to avoid that guy right there. That's curious though. That's a very small plains biome. It doesn't look like it goes very deep, and there's a tower there. That is actually really cool. We probably can't set up a farm of any kind there. Just want to sail away from this a little bit, just because we're still technically in the plains. And we don't want a death squeedo to spawn randomly and decide to kill us. So now that we have the wind at our side, we'll continue on here. I think the Elder is going to be on this island. But that's cool, because that has a chance to spawn some locks. Land on my boat. Oh. I don't know what that is. It might be another trollfish, because we are kind of technically in the Black Forest here, although it's plains for some reason where we are. I just see a tree fall. As you can see, the waves are moving our boat again, just because they're so tall. Back in the plains. Interesting. This is such an interesting... Oh, this mist is going to kill me. Literally, we'll run aground by accident. And if this is plains biome, don't really want that. So, as we're coming up to where I think the Elder is going to be, he may be on his own little tiny island over here, which would be cool if it was. Oh, that's plains over there. See, whenever you see these tall columns of stone, that's plains. There's also a mountain on this island. You don't feel rested anymore. Oh, wait. Okay. So we are kind of sailing directly towards the Elder. I'm going to either cut or time-lapse the rest of this, but it's cool to see that we have some more plains here that we could potentially explore. Sometimes Death Squeedos spawn near that, and I want to avoid getting in the aggro range of them. But I'm either going to cut or time-lapse this footage here from pretty much here, maybe after the Kraken. So I will see you when we find the Elder. Okay, that was a very short period of time. I sailed off the coast of that island directly towards the Elder. It is on a separate island. I kind of got the feeling as we got close to it that we would run into a situation like this. So I'm going to go ahead and park the boat off to the side here, and we're going to go ahead and place the portal down and a workbench over here as it's about to be nightfall. So I think right here is good. We'll go ahead and throw that down, go to this, grab our portal, place that here. This actually wouldn't even be a bad spot to put some walls up if we have the wood, but we can only place 8, and I don't think 8 is going to fit. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to run back home. We're going to deposit stuff. I almost heard a troll, or thought I heard a troll. We're going to go ahead and deposit our inventory so that we have nothing on us except for the ancient seeds and some weapons. We're going to sleep, and then it's going to be time to fight the Elder. Actually, I think we're going to upgrade our troll armor a little bit, and then we'll fight the Elder, just because we have 15 extra troll hide, a ton of extra. Let's see. Let's do the extra seats here. So we're gonna need this, and then I'm gonna need bone fragments. So I'll just grab this. Okay. So if we want to upgrade that, it requires level 3. Oh no. Okay. So we got a crafting. I think the next we need to make this. 20 leather scraps. Ooh. Oh, we do have enough. Deer hide. And then we just need our flint. And now 10 wood, which we definitely have. Okay, let's go ahead and place this down so that we can upgrade. Where did I place this stuff? Is this level 2? This is... Oh, I placed it behind. Yeah, I don't want to place that there. And we can definitely place that. And we could even do this if we place the adds, which is 3 bronze, which we can make. We have that, so we need 2 of this and 4 of this. That's fine. Craft 2 more ingots. Right, we'll grab the extra bronze that we have. Now if I want to make an adze, we need 10 fine wood. This is why it's nice to have an abundance of resources. Okay, we place the adze. There we go. Not bad. Alright, now it's level 3. So now, or level 4 even. So now it looks like we can even make a bone tower shield. Now, we're not going to make that. Yeah, that's 20 chite. And the abyssal harpoon is 30. Wow, they really adjusted this pretty heavily. So this is probably, we're going to probably need to find 2 more or 3 more, because I would like to get the abyssal razor. This does 40 damage. For reference, the copper knife does 24, right? So we're gonna want the best, or the abyssal razor as a weapon for sure, because ideally you run a knife and a mace. Let's go ahead and upgrade our trollhide armor. So this is 2, 2, 2, 5, and 2. We're not going to upgrade the cape, but we'll go ahead and upgrade everything else, and then it's 4. So if we do this, boom, now we have 6 extra armor. That's pretty good. And then, well, for shits and giggles, we'll do this as well. It's only going to give us 1 extra armor, but this will be used until we get the wolf cape. And so it's not terrible to use this. And we're also going to have an abundance of trollhide, where we don't really ever have to worry about how much trollhide we're really using. We just want to be careful right now. Well, actually, we probably have enough to get another 2 armor off of these, yeah. I think we'll use the 2. Why not? Okay. So now, if we put all these on, we should be almost at 30. That's a lot of armor for us right now. That's pretty solid. If we want to upgrade it again, we need to get to 5. So, and to get to 5, we need iron. But that would allow us to go, it would go up to 12, which I think is going to be the base of the iron armor. Let's see, this is 8, and I think the iron armor doubles it, because you can upgrade this 4 times. It's 2 each, so that's 8, 16. Yeah, I think it's 16. So going up to this with 12, yeah, it'll be the best thing that we can use until we get iron armor. This is why I said the copper armor is not worth it, because it's so expensive to make and upgrade, that you're better off just making the trollhide and upgrading the trollhide, because copper only gives you 8. At level 2, this gives you 8, but this only costs 2 extra trollhide to make, or to upgrade to 8, so you don't spend any extra time on that. And now that gives us, we have 56 here, so we can do 28 bronze, which gives us quite a bit of fermenters and other things that require bronze. Once we start 10 copper to make a forge cooler, you know, there will be other opportunities to do that. Actually, let's go ahead and make that. Does that cost wood? It's fine wood, 25 fine wood. Ooh, we don't have enough fine wood. Okay, we could make the forge cooler after we kill the elder. That'll be what we do to end the episode here, I think. But we should be pretty solid in terms of everything. Oh, this is just barely in. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and equip this. We're gonna need to clear this out of enemies really quick. There's always a few when you first run up to it that you gotta kill. And then we will just make a precursor. So if you read the runestone at the Elder, it says burn their young. So the main thing is I just don't want to fight a troll. But I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're fine to fight him. Okay, so now there is a cheese method where you build like a ton of campfires underneath where he spawns and it just basically kills him very quickly. We're not going to do that. We're just going to kite, use the pillars to our advantage, and shoot him with fire arrows. Oh, it only takes 3. Excellent. I was worried it would take 5. Where is he spawning? He's going to spawn over there. Okay. There we go. Big bad boy. So that, if you let it hit you, will do like 50 or so damage. And then he's going to spawn these bad boys. And these things will attack you. So you just need to stay away from them. And kite over here to this. And kite these pillars. They will despawn eventually. Yep. Okay. So if this happens, so you can see it does 8.5 damage per time it hits you. So I'm going to go ahead and run away over here. We are very close. Hello. Okay, I gotta regen my stamina here. So we'll just kite him. Hopefully he doesn't run too close to us. Okay, these are despawning. Okay, we'll sprint over here, queue up an arrow, and keep shooting. Okay. Whoop. Oh boy. So we're going to go ahead and kite this way now. He got a little close to that edge. So now he's going to shoot in a random direction. That's fine with me. I just want to keep hitting him with these fire arrows. Okay, we need to run from this. Oh boy. So I'm going to clear these guys out just because they are going to be a pain in the ass. So let's pull out the bow. Oh, that's so annoying. So as you can see, he's not too hard to fight. He's very easy. You just keep shooting him with your fire arrows. Let the fire do the damage. Kite him. Regen your stamina. The only thing is you want to make sure that you're as rested as possible, because the stamina regen is very nice to have. Okay. So now we're going to need to kite over here. He's going to attack us. Now we can just keep using these pillars to our advantage. And as long as he can see us, he'll walk towards us and keep doing the same attack. Okay. Now we need to run again. So you can see those do a lot of damage too. Get some fire damage on the Elder here. I'm gonna have to attack this. Oh. we are stuck in some of the roots. Just regen our stamina when we can. And this guy is real easy to fight. As you can see, this is kind of cheesy. He's breaking some trees for us. That's nice. Some extra wood. So this is kind of cheesy, but because of his attacks, you will not ever really be able to melee him. Unfortunately. It's just not really something that you're going to find very possible to do until later in the game when you have much better armor and weapons. And so we'll settle for this. Just let the fire damage over time hit him. Okay, he's attacking the random area. That's cool. He's gonna summon some now. I think we run this way. Yep. We're gonna regen stamina here. Make sure we don't need to eat again. So he does that stomp that does 26 damage. You're not going to find it very comfortable to attack him. He also has another attack that he does that is quite a pain in the ass to deal with, but is not a huge deal. We got him down here. He's about to die. A few more arrows, I think. We'll regen our stamina. Shoot him again. Very easy boss fight. Probably the easiest one in the game. I personally found the deer to be much harder to fight than the elder, and that's just because it does not really have any weaknesses except his stab or piercing damage. Sorry. One more arrow. I think he's dead. Just to the burn. We'll shoot him again just to make sure. There we go, we beat him. Let's go, dude. 7 episodes for us to find and kill the Elder. Incredible. So, now we have an item called the Swamp Key. This is not a usable item by any stretch of the imagination. There is nothing you can do with it equipped. You just keep it in your inventory. I'm going to pick up all the wood and stone from him destroying the environment around us. While we talk here, he destroyed quite a bit. I don't think we'd care to pick up that core wood. Got a stack of stuff. Yeah, we'll pick it up. Fuck it. We got our the inventory space and carry weight to deal with it. That's not copper. Yeah. I don't feel rested anymore. Nice. Okay, so now from here we have 2 options. We need to go to the swamp and enter a crypt and clear a crypt. We know of one right here, and it's going to give us iron. We're going to want to take all 3 of our pickaxes with us, as well as 10 wood and our portal here. I think what I'm going to do here, what is going to be best for us? That crypt is not super close to any meadows, unless we were to sail our boat deep into there. Well, we can sail down here and see, because I'm going to want to scope this out. There's a bunch of plains here, so if this is another big island, which it looks like it may be. It looks like it may just come up around here. What we can do here, let's see, what would be the best course of action? What do you guys think? Leave a comment right now and tell me what you think. Because what I'm thinking we do is we teleport back, drop off all these materials we just picked up, place the Forsaken, or the Elder on the Forsaken, thing, come back here, we can break the, we can break this and the portal, pick up the portal, get in the boat, and then sail down south around here, and then we can see if this is, because I thought I saw swamp right here. So if this is like river into a little break in the swamp where there's ocean and river right here, what we'll do is we'll build a little outpost right here with a portal in it, and then we'll keep teleporting back, although this is Black Forest, so we may want to do it like right here. But if we can just sail through this, then that's no biggie whatsoever, and we can just leave this kind of as is. I think that's going to be the way to go. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it, because that'll also allow us to sleep if we do that. Okay, we rested. Mist. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and place 16 core wood down in here. As well as our excess wood, our stone. I think we're... Yeah. We're gonna need an extra place to put the stone. Let's see. Got some extra gray dwarf eyes here, it looks like. Put them in here. Yeah. Alright, let's go place this on the Forsaken Sacrifice. So, this, as you can see here, faster wood cutting. This is useless for the most part. You'll find yourself never using it. Now, one thing we have to be careful of here. We beat the Forsaken, so that means we can get the troll raid. As it sits right now, we don't exactly have enough armor. Well, with the armor and the shield, block power, block armor 12, which for us is 13. So we have 41 armor when we're blocking, which is pretty good. But we do need to be careful because they will very quickly, especially the trolls that spawn with the tree stump, they will very quickly destroy that palisade wall. Now, we won't use this hardly ever. This is bone mass. Look to your feet, that tread upon our tomb. 1,000 bones without their meat will drag you to your doom. So this guy, his power gives you basically damage reduction. It is the best power in the game, although I've heard now since Mistlands came out that Yagluth is very useful for dealing with some of the creatures in the Mistlands. So we won't really use it. This is Motor, he's the dragon, he's the mountain boss. He's what we'll go to after we get the... God, what's it called? We'll kill him after we kill Bone Mass. And what his power is the tailwind while you're sailing. So the wind, whenever the wind dies down in your direction, you can activate the power. It's very useful when you're doing like sea exploration. And so it has a very niche use. So you'll use it occasionally, like, okay, I'm going to go explore like a ton of the islands near me, or a ton of the map via the ocean when you get a dragon boat. And you'll take his power and you'll use it often. And Yagluth is magic reduction, which we'll probably use in the Mistlands as part of the update for the Mistlands. Is they added in magic, so we'll use everybody except for the elders. The elders we might use to... Our birch trees grew really quick, or our beech trees. I planted a few of these just to improve the look walking to this walking to the Forsaken thing. It's nice that these trees grew. We're waiting for some birch trees to grow. I planted 4 of them. We're not going to cut these down. These are purely cosmetic. And I think it'll look really cool just walking through this little forest path over here with a dedicated exit. And then the next exit being over there at the port. And then we could probably build an exit over here. Although I just don't know. Oh, the ground is shaking. We already got it. That's incredible. Okay. Well, what we're going to want to do here really quick is just repair everything. Now, there's a troll there. We're going to let him... We're going to kite these guys away. And just shoot them. By the time that we kill these 2, I'm gonna pop this just so that running doesn't kill our stamina, as we're gonna be running from these guys quite a bit. We're just gonna focus on one at a time and just keep our base. We want to stay in the red circle, so that we don't run into the issue of the raid event pausing. And this lasts the maximum length of time, 150 seconds. This is incredible. I can't... Oh, okay. We need to be careful here. The shake starts to fade. Okay, that was much faster. So we'll go ahead and kill our trolls here. I'll wait till there's only one, and then we'll pull out the melee and see if we're able to fight them melee now. Oh my. That did significantly less damage than it used to. Okay, 1 dead. 31. Oh my. Okay. It's also a percentage of our health. What I'm going to want to do here... do some... blocked that. Only took 11 damage. Okay. And he staggers us still. That's so unfortunate. Okay. So we're going to need to do this and just create a gap of distance. And just shoot him. That's going to be our best bet. We still... I think it's our shield, to be honest. We may want to invest in a bronze shield. Just because of how much better the shield... that extra 6 armor is going to be pretty useful. But as you can see, with some fire arrows, these guys are not very difficult to deal with anymore. And the upgraded fine wood bow doesn't take nearly as many shots to kill them. And that damage over time buff is really useful for debuff is really useful for chunking them down when you're running away and kiting. Okay, so we have killed him. And there's another thing of troll hide somewhere. I think it's over there. We'll go ahead and pick all that up. Should have got 5. Yep. So as you can see, very, very useful. There's another troll hide here. We didn't even fight this one. I'll take it. Oh no, that's the one. So, alright. What a way, I think, to end this episode. I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can't let's before we end the episode, let's take a look. This takes 10. Oh, that's so much bronze. How much do we have? We can make 16. It's 5 for a fermenter. So that's 32. So if we pull that and we pull 2 more, we can do this. So we'll make 5. Now that raid is actually something that we're not going to hate as time grows on. The troll trophies giving us mossy bait is so cool for us. This takes 10. Right, so I'm not going to worry about that right now. We're going to do this. We need 10 copper for the... We need 10 copper for the forge cooler. So if we want to build the forge cooler, it's 25 fine wood. This is 30, so we need 55 fine wood. What I'm going to do here... We're gonna go ahead and craft this bronze buckler. Requires 4 wood. We actually had enough and I put it away. Okay. We're gonna make this, I think. This is 12. If I want to upgrade it again, oh, it's max fully upgraded. Or no, maybe it's not. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. This is 18. I think that's the same as the bronze buckler, which is 16. No, it's better. Okay, so we made 15 bronze. We'll leave it at that. We can always get more tin if we need it, and more copper. I don't think we will. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Okay, let's take a look here. We're gonna go ahead and upgrade this. So we need wood, resin, and leather scraps. Okay. So we'll grab just a stack of wood, a stack of resin, and our leather scraps here. Upgrade. I think this is the max we can upgrade it. Yeah. And now it's... Is it 24? It's not 20. It's 18. So it says that it's max quality, but if we upgrade it again, it's 24 block. So this is better than a bronze buckler. So if we want to craft a bronze buckler, that's 10. Durability 200. This is durability 300. Block armor 16. This is 18. So this is just better. Wood shield upgraded all the way. Better than a base level bronze buckler, which is fine, because we wouldn't have been able to upgrade this anyways. So we're not gonna worry too much about it whatsoever. Now one of the things we could look at, since we just went ahead and made all that, block armor is 16, so that's the same as a bronze buckler with 40 block force. What does this have for block force? 30, so it's a little bit better block force. Parry bonus is 2 times, and this gives us pierce damage. That would replace this though, and we don't really want to do that because an iron at gear would be significantly better than the bronze one. I believe it's like 75 pierce, so it actually does enough damage to stagger enemies once we've learned how to use it appropriately in the plains, the iron one. So we would maybe look at getting an iron one and using the... If we do that, then we would use the iron mace as well. So iron, we're going to make the armor for. It's going to be extremely useful. So what are we looking at here? So this is if we want to go to iron. So I'm going to go ahead and place this down here. We're going to keep the swamp key on us at all times. No reason not to. It's just super easy to use. We got 2 troll head. We can make 80 bait, which is pretty cool. What we can do here, we get an upgrade. So we've already upgraded our chest piece, leather tunic. So that to get to 4 would be 5, and that just gives us 12 armor instead of 10. So an extra 2 per, so that would be 6. This takes 4, and this takes 4. We'll go ahead and upgrade this. And then we need some bone fragments. Grab this. And if we go to upgrade, we can upgrade the helmet. And I think we have enough stone and wood on us to upgrade our hammer to 3. That's excellent as well, because it gives us a huge amount of durability. Alright. Now we have 22 armor. So with block force at 18, we now have 40. That is incredible. Oh, no, we're going to have more than that because we have 32. So now we're going to have 18. So we're going to have 50 armor when we're blocking. That, I think, may be enough for us to actually melee the trolls now, which is cool. We'll drop these off in here. Put these away. Put this away. Stone capability. Stone availability. This thing. Stack of this. Okay, so what we'll do is end the episode here. Let's end the episode over at the Forsaken Powers. So that's cool. We got a nice little raid in, as well as we got a nice little raid in. Enter / Neil. We'll do this. Neil on the compass. All right, guys. This is going to be the end of the episode for today. We had an action-packed episode, lots of exploration, a little bit of resource gathering, a little bit of base building in there, and of course we beat the Elder and had our first The Ground is Shaking raid, which is the troll raid, which can be quite scary for your base early on, and later on in the game is pretty much nothing you care about. But for now, this will be the end of the episode. If you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the content you watched today, leave a like and a comment for me. That tells me that you watched the video, you engaged with the video, and it helps boost the video in the algorithm as much as possible. And of course, if you want to continue supporting this channel outside of just watching the videos, you can always leave a subscription. It's free, it's quick, it's easy. There will be a link or a button you can click at the end of the video here once this goes to black that will allow you to subscribe straight from the video. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.